right, so I completed their onboarding and they had some few questions along the way. And here we are on their website. I can see that it's a nicely designed dashboard. Now here I can see there's a side scroll for some reason and I do not know why. So welcome Maria, map a journey with AI, quickly turn research into journey, add insights, add your research and add personas. Okay, and then I have power up your journey management with templates, basic journey. Okay, so I could use some templates and this is what I get. So I have journeys, personas, metrics, insights, a lot of stuff. And I think what they have done here is no journey is worked on yet, so create a journey. Let's see this journey, right? So we can go and click on create journey. Choose a template to start or start from scratch. For any new product, typically I do not start with template. I go and check out the product and see how they give the experience from scratch. So let's say start from scratch. Which personas play a role in this journey? Who are having this experience? You can change this setting anytime, okay? The strategic visionary, the enthusiastic advocate, the adaptive explorer. I'm going to click on this one. I think it's giving me more information. So let's just close this and I say select and continue with two personas. I would say deselect. Continue with one persona. So let's just go ahead with one persona. And I am now asked map a new journey, map with AI, map it yourself. I'm going to go ahead and map it myself. Simply because for map with AI, I may need an existing research, which I may not have. And so let's say Maria Martin as the persona name. And I could generate phases and steps. AI automatically creates your journey blueprint based on your journey name, industry, use case, and other things. Okay, I'm going to try it a bit later. Let's see what do they have here now. Now I can see this is phases before, during, after. Let's take a simple checkout flow. A simple checkout flow is someone coming on an e-commerce site trying to buy a product, right? So let's say the first step is search the product and I would say add to cart, make payment, and probably one more step here, complete order. So this sounds good so far. I can see that this is a step here now, before, during, after. Now this is show the experience graph for every persona or reveal the average experience based on all personas in a journey. Okay. So for this advocate, I would have to show experience. And how do I show that? So how do I edit this? Well, let's move on. I'm not sure what is expected here. So I guess something here changes. Customer actions. Customer actions are for every customer type, use personas to represent what they do, feel, and think at any step of the journey. Now here I can add an insight. This is where I think the main information comes in. So I can say need or search the product. So it's hard to find information. Let's put it as a pain point, that it's not very easy to find the product that they're looking for. Let's say add to cart. It's pretty easy to add products to cart. In insights, for every customer type, use personas to represent what they do, feel, and think at any step of the journey. Opportunities and solutions. And then you can add your own custom block lanes. For example, you may want to think about metrics. You may want to think about other options here. This is very interesting. Now observe what's happened here as a pain point increases. So let's see what happens if I am highlighting this. How do I change? So maybe add type. Okay, so easy to add products. So this is an observation. I would change it that way. Kind of gives me a Notion. This gives me the vibes of Notion for some reason when I open this side panel. Not many payment choices, definitely a pain. So let's mark it. First impressions is that this tool definitely is going to be helpful for someone who is interested in mapping customer journeys, and I'm going to explore a bit more on this. What is happening here is for each of the persona, the experience will change how the person goes from a negative feeling to a positive feeling. I so far like this. Now, in order to get a nice working journey, you would have to be patient with it and start adding stuff, right? So this is just the journey. In insights, what will happen is I like this. So it's taking all the insights together and grouping them. This could work for a product where you have been selling for a while and now you have to identify whether you're serving the right audience. What are the opportunities of these audiences? How do you understand what customer is feeling in their journey? You would typically do this in a Miro board as a customer journey map, but having a tool like this and able to understand it very quickly, I think is very, very helpful. And so I would recommend as a product manager or as a UX research person, you should definitely give this product a try and see how it works out for you. Now we can go check some of the basic journey maps that they have created. So I'm going to preview this one here. The easiest customer journey that I have encountered is buying a product, because your physical store experience, your online store experience pretty much is the same. So I like this example where I shop at the supermarket and I can see how they've done this. So there is, I enter the store, and then I get a shopping trolley, I get the items at the, and even in the phases, you could have one phase and you could have multiple steps in that phase, and I like that. And so feeling welcome is a nice, I think it's a need, and shopping comfortably. As you adjust your insights based on what it is, it's a need, pain point, opportunity, your experience lines change here. And I like the way they have done this, which is your phases here are more of pains and gains, and then you have metrics and other stuff that you could look at. The brilliant thing about this particular tool is that you can customize it to your own liking. For example, in the previous one I saw we did not have metrics as an option, but we had opportunities and solutions. But here you could add existing solutions, and as you start presenting this, when you're viewing this, you can tell exactly where there is a dip. So if I'm going through that nice chart that I see at the top, I can see that this is going okay. Why is everything below zero here? What's happening here? This is all nice, everyone is feeling, so what happened here? And it is easy to communicate and identify which problem statement to work on next as you go through this customer journey. Now, a typical thing would here be, let's say if I were to go through some pains, some items are placed too high on the shelf to read. The way this information can be utilized is that you have to see how many people talked about this pain point. Now, let's say you have observed that there are certain products that do not sell well, and you're trying to find out why this product is not selling at a supermarket. And if you have this pain point identified, with multiple personas that say, hey, it's not easy to reach that top shelf, and if your product is on the top shelf, you can sort of understand where this is going wrong. And for example, the sheer number of similar items makes it hard to compare them. This is also important when a customer is making a purchase decision. So if you're trying to show them 10 items with similar stuff, they're going to have difficulty choosing something, and they might choose something completely extreme. So based on your goals of the business, what do you want to do? Do you want to sell a product which is on the top shelf? Then you can identify if that's a pain or not. Another thing to understand here is, now, not always you're looking at pain points. You also want to understand what is working well and do more of it. So for example, if I say that I want to shop quickly, or let's take feeling welcome, right? I love it when people ask me how my day is. You want to keep doing more of this so that you keep this engagement higher. And this is exactly where I feel the journey mapping helps. And now let's go back to their previous one. I can see a use case for this one. As a free plan, I like the option of having free plan. I'm going to try more. If you have already used TheyDo or similar products and you found them very useful, I would like to try them out as well. But for me, this was an interesting product. That's all for this video.